Yo, what's going on guys? Z Karma here and welcome back to another Borderlands 3 video. Today I bring you guys my Mayhem 4 Zane build. This build is literally unkillable. You're going to be doing way more damage than you could ever think of. It's absolutely insane and it's all thanks to the new class mod. This class mod is going to allow us to activate all our kill skills just simply by doing damage. And our kill skills are insane. They recently got buffed. Some of them you can stack them twice, and that's what makes this build very good. So as you can see, I don't have any guardian points, and with this build I was able to beat the slaughter shaft on Mayhem 4 as well as Maliwan's takedown. Okay, so before we get into this build, I want to let you guys know that YouTube told me that 95% of the people that watch my videos are not currently subscribed. So if you find this video helpful in any way, shape, or form, please consider dropping a like on this video as it really helps me out. And if you want to subscribe to change that little proportion, that will be greatly appreciated. But anyways, let's just get straight into it. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go over the skill tree really quickly. Then I'll show you my weapons and my shields and all that. And after that, I'll talk about the skills a little bit more with some, I don't know, some Maliwan takedown gameplay in the background. We'll see what I put. But anyways, let's get into the skill tree. You want to start off by putting 4 points into violent speed. Max out violent momentum, get 2 points into salvation, 2 points into cool hand, 1 point into drone delivery, 1 into death follows close. Then you want to get 5 points into violent violence, and then right here you want to get up to 100%. As you can see, I already have extra shot chance of 60%. We're gonna go, there you go, 3 points I had to put here. Now this is all gonna vary depending on how many points you have added by your class mod. So just make sure you only go 7 out of 5 here, don't go any higher. Then I go with 3 into good misfortune. Then you want to move on to the red tree and you want to max out synchronicity. 1 point into borrowed time, 1 into duct tape mod, and get this to 5 points. So I'm just going to put 4 points. There you go, 5 out of 5. And for the green tree, you're going to want to put 5 points into adrenaline, 5 into brain freeze, and 1 into confident competence. For the action skill, you're going to want to take barrier. You want to take all-rounder and charge relay. This one doesn't matter because you're going to be carrying, and when you first carry it you do get this bonus, but after that you won't get it anymore. So for the second action skill, you're going to want to take sentinel with winner's drone, which is going to give your drone some cryo damage, and bad dose. This is going to increase your movement speed and fire rate after the sentinel shoots out a beam of radiation. So this actually helps a lot. This helps a lot as well. Now let's get into the weapons. Now, as you can see, I have the normal weapons people use: the Maggie, the Brainstormer, Redistributor. What I like about these two weapons, the Maggie and the Brainstormer, is look at my anointment. My anointment says when Sentinel is active, gain 50% of damage bonus cryo damage. So you want this anointment on your weapons. You don't need it, but it's just damage that you're always going to have, because with this build your Sentinel is going to be up 100% of the time. That means that I'm going to be having that bonus 100% of the time. The Maggie is a no-brainer. This Maggie is just so good. You go for critical hits, you freeze enemies, and then thanks to my artifact, which is this one, Icebreaker, I'm going to be doing bonus damage to frozen targets. So every time I freeze enemies by hitting critical hits, thanks to this perk right here, it's called Brain Freeze. Whenever you score a critical hit on an enemy, there's a chance that they will be slowed. This effect stacks until the target is frozen. So thanks to that, this Icebreaker is always going to give me that 35% bonus crowd damage against frozen targets. For the shield, again, the same anointment. While Sentinel is active, movement speed is increased by 15%. So since our Sentinel is going to be up 100% of the time, we're always going to have that bonus movement speed. For the class mod, we already spoke about it, Seeing Dead. The ideal class mod that you want to have is one that has 3 points into playing dirty, 1 into Donnybrook, and 1 into violent violence. So I'm going to get myself one of those, but for now I'm just using this one because I get plus 25% weapon damage. And finally, for the grenade, I have a Hex, and it's on grenade thrown, weapon, grenade, and action skill damage are increased by 25% for 6 seconds. Now this is absolutely great because this effect is going to be coming in without me even trying, because I'm going to be using drone delivery and duct tape mod. These skills are just going to throw grenades for me. I'm not going to have to do anything, and I'm going to be getting that bonus. As far as the weapons, these are perfect. I like using a Redistributor. I like using the Brainstormer and the Maggie. The Dictator is not that important. You don't necessarily need this. So if anything, I would use a Cutsman instead, because the Cutsman absolutely shreds. You know that, guys. We can use it at the Maliwan's takedown against Wotan. you're going to be doing a ton of damage with that. So if you want to take a cutsman, you can go ahead and do so. Okay, so now let's talk about the skills with some gameplay in the background so you guys know how this build is going to work. So first off, we have Violent Speed and Violent Momentum. These two skills are going to work hand in hand because Violent Momentum is going to give us extra gun damage while moving. And Violent Speed is a kill skill that can be stacked twice. Therefore, we're going to be moving extremely fast, thus increasing our gun damage by an insane amount thanks to Violent Momentum. Now, Cool Hand, Violent Violence, and Playing Dirty are going to increase our DPS by a mile. With Cool Hand, we're going to have faster reload speeds, and this effect stacked twice. So our reload speeds are going to be insanely fast, as we will always have 2 stacks thanks to our class mod. Violent Violence will give us a 23% increase in fire rate, and since this effect also stacks twice, we will get 46% fire rate increase. This is absolutely insane if you think about it. Weapons like the Redistributor and the Dictator will absolutely shred anything because they are already fast firing weapons. So this kill skill is just going to take these weapons to the next level. And Playing Dirty is just absolutely nuts. As long as this kill skill is active, you will get a 100% chance of shooting an extra projectile. So literally every single shot will do double the damage. And once again, thanks to our class mod, we will always have these skills active. Now, Drone Delivery and Duct Tape mod are going to allow us to throw grenades to get that anointed bonus for our grenade. So with Duct Tape mod, we will have a chance for our weapons to shoot out a grenade, and Drone Delivery is going to allow our Sentinel to drop a grenade for us every 15 seconds. So make sure to try to get that grenade mod that I showed you that does 25% extra gun damage, action skill, and grenade damage after throwing grenade. Now, Salvation is another kill skill. This one's going to give you lifesteal. With 2 points, you can get 6% of damage dealt back as health. So if your shield ever breaks for whatever reason, you should be able to stay alive as long as you're doing damage. Good Misfortune and Borrowed Time are both going to increase your action skill duration and thus help you keep your barrier and sentinel up for 100% of the time. Borrowed Time will give your action skills an extra 12% duration, and Good Misfortune is a kill skill that will give you an extra 18% duration every time this skill is activated. And once again, thanks to our class mod, as long as you're doing damage, your action skill is going to be able to stay up forever. So you will basically be unkillable. Synchronicity and Donnybrook are both going to give you an increase in gun damage. You get 40% bonus gun damage from Synchronicity as long as both of your action skills are active. So like we mentioned earlier, our action skills are going to be active all the time. And Donnybrook is a kill skill that stacks twice, so we will get up to 46% gun damage thanks to our class mod. Death Follows Close will give you all of your kill skills in an increase in effect. They will get a 25% bonus, so all of the previous kill skills that we just mentioned are going to be even more insane. And they will also get increase in duration, which isn't a big deal because our class mod should allow us to have all of our kill skills active all the time. Adrenaline is going to increase our action skill cooldown rate because of how much shield we have. Like I mentioned many times in this video, our action skill should be up 100% of the time, but just in case you run into a little slip up, this skill will allow you to get that barrier up as fast as possible. Now let's talk about Brain Freeze really quickly. This one's very important. This is going to allow you to freeze targets when hitting them with critical hits. And thanks to our artifact, the Icebreaker, we will be doing 35% bonus damage to frozen targets. This will be taking care of badass enemies a lot easier. And finally, we have Confident Competence. This skill will increase our gun damage based on the amounts of shields we have. If our shield is at max capacity, we are going to be doing 35% extra gun damage. The lower our shield, the less damage we are going to be doing. But thanks to having our barrier up most of the time, our shields are going to be full, and we're going to be doing 35% gun damage consistently. Side note, this does not work with the Rough Rider, so do not use a Rough Rider on Zane. Alright guys, that is basically everything for this build. Like I said, Zane's new class mod is absolutely nuts. As you can see, all of my kill skills are active 100% of the time, and my action skills are just killing and chilling. They are always active, and it just makes this build one of the best builds out of any character. I am even willing to say that if the recursion didn't exist, or it gets nerfed, Zane will be more powerful than Amara. Let me know what you guys think about this build in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.
3 of you and only 2 of me.